Hello everybody, how you doing today? Superfiend here, and welcome back to Whacky World. We are in the world's greatest theme park, at least I think it is. It's not even finished either, we still got a lot of stuff to do. Anyways, the focus this episode is going to be a little bit more staff wages, and I'm going to show you some new things I did on Hidden Temple and Kraken Voyage. Let's see, 2 episodes ago, we increased the number of coaster cars on Kraken Voyage from 2 to 3, but the ride did not have a mid-ride block section, and so we were getting some pause at the top of the chain lift. And so I went and I added a block section kind of in the middle of the ride. So now Kraken Voyage has a mid-section block section. We'll look at that in a minute. I also added a mid-section block section to the Hidden Temple, and I increased the number of cars on the Hidden Temple from 2 to 3. And originally I was going to record and show you guys this footage, but I scrapped it for Kraken Voyage because it was getting kind of long. It took a while to get it done, and I didn't really think anybody wanted to sit there and watch me fiddle around with that thing. So I'll kind of show you what I changed in each of them really quick, and we'll pause it here so I don't have to compete with the sound from the rides. So if we look at Hidden Temple, it's almost the same. What it used to do is it used to come around this turn here and kind of head this way, and then it did a real tight turn here, and then it dropped into the loop. So all I did different was I made it go up and kind of like a really weird banked turn and flatten out at the top. And then it hits this real tiny block section, and then it falls down into the loop there. And so in doing that, I was able to add where is it here? Not maintenance, no operations. It's up to 3 cars. So the capacity is going to be a little bit higher on it. The queue should move a little bit faster with a 3rd car. Although the 2nd car always kind of gets backed up right here. It's not like all 3 cars are moving at once, but the throughput should be a little bit higher, and we should make a little bit more money now off the Hidden Temple. Of course, when you add block sections and extra cars and stuff, your wear and tear and your reliability gets worse, and your wear and tear goes down faster. And Kraken Voyage was already kind of rough in that regard, so it's probably going to break down a little bit more often, but that's okay, because in the prior episode to this one, we added the food court stuff, or the little shop. We expanded all this in here. So there is a pair of mechanics. I think we have 2 mechanics, actually. Let's go look real quick. Oh, where are they at here? Roster, sort. Kraken Ride. Yeah, see, we have 2 mechanics that are just for the Kraken Ride, and they're actually ready to be trained. So we'll probably do that in just a moment. But they should be able to keep the Kraken Ride up and going, and they'll also come in here and fix benches and other stuff and little bends if we need to. Where's the torch can? Yeah, because we don't have any real lighting over here. So now let's go look at the changes to Kraken Voyage. Let's look at what we've done here, what I've done. And okay, so what it used to do is it used to come around this turn here, go through the boat decks, the hulls, and it used to come through here, and then instead of angling upwards, it used to just pass this way and then drop down into this section and then go through this, I don't know what this is. This is like a side loop or a banked loop, and then the Kraken jumps out. Okay, so what's new? We've added the block section up here, and I basically turned this into a much larger helix, because this area of the ride is about halfway through the ride. It's about halfway, so this is a good point for the block section. And they got good speed going through here. They're going like 60. So they go through this really tight helix, and it's kind of gradual here, but once they burn off some speed, I do like a sharper upward angling into the block section. After they come through the block section, they flip upside down, and you kind of get like a dive right here. Okay, so you get this nice dive that, bam, like straight down vertical, probably like 30 feet of vertical dive, and then they come feet, not meters, and then they cruise through here, and they go through, and they have plenty of speed to get through the ride. And then in order to get the 3 cars moving through smoothly, let's go to operations. I've lowered the max and the loading time, the departure time, to like 30 seconds. They only need about 30 seconds. I hope that's enough to get people on the cars. I didn't actually watch it. And then the first chain lift is down at 5 miles per hour. So this section of the ride, this first section, is kind of slow. There's usually like 2 cars in here. And by the time a car is hitting the top of this chain lift, the other car that's on the ride is kind of finishing up. So we can see here right now, we have a car climbing. There's a car in the station. There's a train in the station. And we can see this one here. So if I let it go, what you'll see is, so these guys are cruising through. This part of the ride is completely unchanged. Okay, and they're going to have pretty good speed as they come up here through this helix. And I have some of the coaster supports turned off. I'm going to turn them back on, or I'm going to make some custom supports and attach it more to the cliff face. So they slow down a little bit there. And then now they go through their dive and come through here. I had to move the trigger for the Kraken, but now we got the, that is correct now. Okay. And so here we go. This ride, this coaster train that was like in the middle of this chain lift is just now hitting the top right as they're coming into the final block section. This one has already left the train, or the station. This train has already left, and it's in the slow climb here. And getting it out of the coaster station allows this one to cruise through the final block section and get in here. So we've got a nice flow through the ride. The cars aren't getting stuck. If the ride breaks down or closes, when it starts back up, one of the trains starts up here. That's kind of annoying. I wish we could change where the trains start when the ride comes back to life, because I'd rather it started at the top of the chain lift instead of over here. But when the ride is closed and then reopened, this first car, as it drops out of here, it really does not have a whole lot of speed to get through the ride, but it does eventually make it through. So that's what that looks like now. And our excitement rating, it's still not a 6. I was trying to get it back up above a 6, but before I made these changes, when it was pausing at the top of the chain lift, it was like a 5.39. So I managed to get an extra like 0.5 of a point back onto the ride in terms of excitement. So, you know, I'm happy with that. I'm pretty happy with that. Now over here, looking at these shops, these 2 shops don't make any money. Nobody goes into Missy Goods. This thing is bleeding money. So I think we're gonna close this shop and fire the person. And this one's really not making money either. So I'm kind of inclined to think maybe we should get rid of that. The ATM, it loses $50 a month, and it's serving 56 people in a month. So, you know, people are using the ATM. I wish we could get more using it. Let's come out here, and then I'll get the whole park moving again. And this queue hasn't even filled up all the way. I just, not too long ago, like I finished the changes, and I saved the game and exited out. So now let's go look over here and look at some of the, let's look at some of the stuff we could do here. So one of the cool things here is as they come around here, this is open now. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put one of the Adventure Pack DLC Waterfalls coming down right here. And so as they're coming through this helix, they'll be going, as they say on the Jungle Cruise, they'll have a nice view of the backside of water. So there they go. And then over here where we have this dive, I've got it kind of open. And I think I'm going to put another waterfall right here. So as they're going down, they're falling down like right next to the water. And I think that'll be cool. And we'll try to do that this episode. One of the other things I did, they don't look very good. I made, here it is. Okay, so I added these little billboards, and they advertised the Temple Plain. And I took a screenshot, and so I went and I added some text to the screenshot, and I kind of made this. It looks really bad and washed out, so the coloring is way off. So that's obviously not good. But, so I made those, and we got another one right here. And I just got to figure out how to make the colors, like how do I need to set the colors in the screenshot image, the ping that I made, to make it look better when you import it into the game. So, having said all that, what are we going to do this episode? How long have I been rambling for? That's like 10 minutes of rambling. Oh, another thing. Our park is not bleeding money anymore. Look at that monthly profit, $4,100. Let's look at why. Oh, we have some unhappy staff members. We had a staff member that quit. We're going to have to go fix that. I killed off our marketing campaigns. With all 3 marketing campaigns running, we had like 4,500. but there's a lot of people who can't make it into the queues. So I killed off the marketing campaigns because they're costing us like $7,000 or $8,000 a month. And they're just bringing people into the park that like can't actually get onto the ride because the queue is full. So I killed those off for now. And if we go look at finances, park management, and we look at our staff wages, we're still burning through like, now we're down to 8,000 for this month, and we've almost gone through the full month. Let's just speed it up and finish off the month of April so we can see how it compares to previous months. Is it going to hit 9,100 like March did? It looks like it's going to. So it looks like our staff wages are down to about minus 9,000 a month. Yeah, okay, so we got 2 months of consistent staff wages. Over here, this must have been the month when somebody quit if our average was 9,200. So let's go fix the staff wages now, because we have some people who are unhappy. We have some people who are unhappy. Now, all of the entertainers are happy, and as far as I can tell, we haven't lost any entertainers. We still got the cow at the front. We got the Ride Foxy. She's Kraken Ride Foxy. She's over there. Let's go ahead. Let's give her some training, and we'll see if we have to increase her salary as well. She's resting. Most of them have normal workloads, so I don't know if we want to pay them more or train them more. If we look at our janitors, they're all still happy. Okay, this guy, he's starting to get a little grouchy. Now, where is this? Kraken Ride and Kraken Ride. I love this job. This staff building could look a little bit nicer. Okay, so he's heading to the staff building. He's resting in the staff building. We could probably do well to train these two guys. And we're going to leave their salaries at 60 and just see where that gets us. I'm going to skip the vendors for now because there's a million of them. And what do we have here? We have Kraken Ride. These mechanics, we need to train them, because it takes too long for them to get Kraken Voyage up and running again. So they need a little bit of training. And we're going to go ahead and, this is the Kraken guy, we're going to go ahead and give him some training, so he'll be level 2. And, we'll go ahead and we'll get these guys trained up as well. And now let's go look at our vendors. So where did we lose vendors? We lost one of the temple food vendors. They quit. There used to be 4. So we're going to have to add another one. Let's go ahead and add one now. Okay, and your roster is going to be Temple Food. We need to get you back. We need 4 people over here. And we'll pay you 80 per month for now. We go back over here and we look at vendors. And let's see, we've got 6 in the side park. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the side park, and we've got 4 shops over there, right? Well, they seem to be keeping up with the demand. Pirate Rail Food. Okay, that's this one over here. That's these shops. Let's kind of get into the center here. Okay, there. And Pirate Entrance Plaza. Okay, we still got the 4 over there. Now, Kraken Shops. Okay, Kraken shops are these ones and these ones. And we still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we haven't lost anybody there. Kraken Ride. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 5 vendors. No, we have 6. 2, 4, 6. And 2 of them are operating, or 4 of them are for buildings that aren't making any money. So, if those shops aren't making any money, if we get rid of those shops, we'll be able to get rid of 4 vendors, and we'll just keep the gift shop in there. I think we got balloons. And then we have a bunch of haphazard water. I really don't care if anybody quits from those. Okay, so now let's see who's unhappy. And let's increase their pay accordingly. Okay, so we got Pirate Rail Food. That's over here. Resting at staff building. I get paid what I'm worth. My pay is fair. So why is he so unhappy? Why is he so unhappy? Let's see if the happiness goes up when she comes out of the staff building. Where is she? Okay, so she's in this staff building. She's in here, right? Yeah, I guess she's in this one. So we want to see if her happiness goes up. Okay, let's look at this person here. I can't complain. I've got it pretty good. I guess I'm content with my job. What's he doing? Waiting for customers to serve. So why are you unhappy? Like, why are you grouchy? And we had somebody quit from over here. Do we want to... He's got training 4. You know, let's bump him up to 100. Let's just increase it by 5. And you, what's your deal? I can't complain. I've got it pretty good. I like that they put effort into this. Oh, you're in the staff building. So we have 2 people from Pirate Rail Food that are unhappy. Same training level. You know, I want to wait and see if they come out of the staff building happier. Now, where are you? Waiting for customers to serve. This job is a snooze fest. So your problem is that it's boring. And, you know, part of that could be that I had Kraken Voyage, like, shut down for a month. So without Kraken Voyage back here, like, nobody was going back here. So that could affect the shops when you have a ride closed down for that long. Let's see. Who else do we have? Okay, that's you. This job is a snooze fest. I'm content with my paycheck. I get paid what I'm worth. And you are Brianna. Brianna Magana. Brianne McGinn, okay. Now, what's your deal? My pay isn't great. Okay, Opus. Opus probably needs a raise. Okay, we'll do him up to 100. People with rank 4 probably need to be paid 100. My pay isn't great. Okay. So if they've got 4-level training, then we're going to pay them 100. So let's make sure all these people with this much training are getting paid 100, because that's probably what they need. Okay, I want to see what happens to Bridget when she leaves the staff building. Okay, so let's get the park moving again. Okay, now who are you? Heading to shop. What's your work roster? Kraken shops. You're happy. Okay, where's we need Bridget to come out. Waiting on Bridget. Oops. Oh, I wanted to click on him. Darn it. Earworm. How did they get these nicknames? That's weird. Okay, so we're going to wait for Bridget to come out. I've got the game sped up. I'll pause it when someone comes out. We'll see if it's Bridget. Okay, come on. How long are you going to sit in there? Okay, what's your deal? 90 per month. Training rank 2. Okay, so you're happy. Okay, is this Bridget? Okay, here's... Whoa. I thought Bridget had a last name. Oh, no, Brianne. Okay. So, the happiness hasn't gone up. Happiness did not increase. So what do we do with this? What's your training? 1, 2, 3... So, okay, maybe you need 95. So maybe people who have a training level of 3 need at least 95. Although this person would beg to differ with this, wouldn't they? Unless theirs is just going down over time. Unless it's going down over time. Okay, let's speed it up again. Who was that? Someone else came out. Where were you? Where are you going? You're going to Kraken shops. Yeah, we want to see the staff happiness go up or down. Okay, so Bridget making 95. Pirate Rail Food, is she there yet? Nah, she's not there yet. She's right there if you can see the cursor. She's just now hitting the shop. Dino. All right, Bridget. How do you feel now? My job is pretty average. I can't complain. My workload is heavy today. My job is average. Okay, she's got a heavy workload, but there's nobody in line. She's not serving customers. I don't understand how they have a heavy workload. Okay, here we go. My pay is pretty good. I'm content with my paycheck. Okay, happiness is going to go up. Happiness is going to go up. Is her happiness climbing? It is. It went up. It went up just a wee bit. Okay. And then Brienne, she is Pirate Rail Food. She's heading to the staff building. Where is she? Okay, she's right here. Okay. So, you know, I think their happiness is going to increase slowly over time. And I think we could turn our attention over here to the silly ideas I have with the waterfalls. So let's see if we could do this. Let's see if we could do this. I want to make it part of a building. So we'll go ahead. We'll get my favorite piece, the 1M wood post, and we'll put it over there. Nobody will ever see it. And now we need waterfall. What is taking these things so long to load in? Okay. Special effect, water top splash huge. Let's make sure we're working with the adventure pack stuff. Now, what is this? What's this look like? Okay, let's just put this up here and just see what that looks like for a minute. Okay, I like that. And then, now how do we use this? We got pouring huge, pouring large, pouring midsection huge. Okay. And then we have a splash, which is a bar. So which way does this splash? Which way does this splash? How do we use this stuff? Okay, so it goes above it if you set it like that. Now what happens if we duplicate this thing, move it out here, advance, rotate, and like flip it around? What's that look like if we do that? Because I don't know how to use these. Okay, so it looks like you could place this either like... It looks like you could place this either like in the middle of the waterfall and point it down and it creates a splash at the bottom. Or you could place it like in the lake, pointed up, and it'll create the splash at the top. Okay, now let's look at the waterfalls. How do these work? Okay. Gosh. It looks like this is pointed the wrong way. Doot, doot. Okay. Okay, so it looks like we want it about like this. Do we get like any indicator? Like I would have thought that this part here would have been like the front. Like, I would have thought that it went like this. Or maybe if we point it straight up. What's that look like? Okay, so... I guess we want it about like that. And then flip it over. Okay. Now, which one is this? Is this the, which one did I get? We got the huge one. Okay, so I'm gonna zoom out a little bit so I don't have to compete with the sound effects of that thing. And now let's, like, slide it over here. Okay, and so what's this look like? I don't like the fact that I have to, like, bury it in the mountains so far. Oh, whoops. Turn off the angle snap. Do I have this thing pointed the right way? I'm not even sure. What happens if I flip it around? Do we get a better waterfall? I kind of think we're getting a better waterfall. I think it's supposed to go this way. So where are the little... Okay, so this little grading stuff, like, goes pointed up. Okay, so we're going to set that, like, right there. We're going to pause it. And so, like, how close are the people in the ride coming to the water? Are they hitting the water? I think we need to move it out this way. I can always terraform to fit where it ends up. Okay, so let's unpause. And we'll drop it down a little bit so we get like the water right there. Yeah. And I think this is going to call for 2 of them. I think we're going to need 2. And so let's get the... No, not the huge. Okay, now we'll do the large one. Okay, so we got both of those. No. I think we need... No. I think we need another huge one. Yeah, there we go. Now, can we control, like, how far down it goes? So let's see. Loop. I thought you like control like how far down they go. Or am I just crazy? No, don't activate on a trigger. I thought you did. I thought you like told it how far down they go. I have no idea how to use these. This is the first time I played with them. All right, let's go ahead and add not the top splash, the pouring midsection. Okay, what does this look like? Oh, okay. Well, that's what I want. I don't want the other stuff then. Wait a minute. Yeah, this is like what I want. Okay. Now, what I don't like... Okay, can we control like how far down these go? Okay, come on. How do we use this thing? Does it have settings? Does it have any sort of settings? Like, what's this over here? Overview, advanced move. Like, it would be nice if we could control how far down it goes. I don't know if you can. Alright, let's take these 2. Let's, like, put them here. We'll bring them back. And let's rotate them, like... Let's see, so what does that look like? World axes. Okay, and then I think we need to get this one and this one. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. No, I think it needs to be out here like this. How close are we to the ride? Pretty close, pretty close. So we need to bump it out just a little bit. And then we'll take these 2. All right, I guess we'll do that. I don't know if this looks good at all. I guess we'll do that. And what we want is, let's see if we can get this one. Let's like slide it over. Okay. Slide that one over, and then we'll duplicate it. Gosh, I don't know if I want that many of them over here. Okay, let's bump these 2 over. Okay, so now we got this really awkward waterfall. But, you know, it's not so bad. It's not so bad. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring this rock face out, and we're going to close it up a little bit. Okay, so we just want to, not auto paint, we want to use sampled. Okay, sampled. Okay. And then we want to do that over here. Let's see, like up there. And maybe the waterfall makes no noise on the behind it. That's weird. Okay, I really kind of think we need... Okay, let's see. I think we need to slide these two over just a little bit. There we go. And we need some rocks here. Let's go ahead and get some rocks. No, we want to clear this filter. Okay, so we'll just throw a couple of these in. Let's see. There we go. You can just see the rock there. Where's the other really gigantic one? I know there's another one that's really large. And let's grab some of the alpine rocks on a nice large one. Okay. That one's pretty large. And we'll kind of push this one, let's see. Push it in a little bit. And we'll go ahead and we'll repeat it over here. And let's grab one of these. Okay. And, of course, I don't like this up top here. Don't like this bit up top, so we're going to terraform it out just a little bit. Terrain. Sampled. I don't think we need 100% intensity. Come on, come out this way. Why is it not? It's not growing. Okay, and then we'll push it down just a little bit. Like, we need to pull it over here. And let's see what it looks like from way over here, because most of the people can't really see it. Yeah, see, so from back here, all we see is kind of like this feature. And you can't really see what's happening above it. Although it would make sense for this to be a little bit taller if that was a waterfall. So let's pull this up a little bit here. Okay, so we'll pull this up. I hope it's not screwing up the terrain inside where the ride is. Okay. So from over here, you know, it looks really bad, but the guests don't get this view. Only we get this view. From over here where they can see it, and they can barely see it as it is, they just see like a water feature, right? They just see a water feature. And I think that looks kind of okay. Now, as they cruise over here, so let's see what it looks like for them. Up here. Yeah, look at that. That's cool. Although it's a little off-center, isn't it? It needs to kind of go a little bit more this way. It needs to go a little bit to the left. Let's pause the game. Smaller brush. Higher intensity. Okay. So we are going to have to duplicate those pieces. We'll just duplicate these two. We'll do it one at a time because when we select them both, it wants to do funny things. Okay, so what do we got? We should have a really nice waterfall in here as they go down. Yeah, look at that. That's cool. I like that. Are they getting wet? No, they're not really getting wet. And we could use a few rocks just right in here. All right, we could use a couple rocks. So we'll go back this way. Is that the building I'm editing? It is. So let's grab, like, the alpine rock here. Let's grab this this one here, put that. Okay, so what do we look like? Where is our other... There it is. There's the giant I was looking for. Yeah, I want that one. Okay, so what's this look like? That's too close. That's too close. Okay. And then we could put like another one here. Same one. Kind of turn it this way. Oh, that's kind of scary. Get the red arrow, yeah. And let's see, I feel like I need a couple little ones just right in there. So let's go back into the scenery. Nah, a little bit bigger, a little bit bigger. Yeah, that's good. And let's get one more. Like there. Okay, and so what's that look like? I think we need just like a little one out here, even though nobody can see it. I just feel like we need one right like there. And there, okay. So let's look at this here. Now, you know, a little bit of water would splash like inside here. It would like fall in. So maybe we'll do something with that. Maybe we'll do something with that. But I kind of like just the way that is. And then if we go all the way over to here. Okay, so this now looks a lot like higher. Like there could be some sort of lake or other feature up here that somehow feeds the water that is pouring over the side, right? That looks a little bit more realistic. Let's save our park because the game's going to crash at some point, right? Okay. So that looks pretty good. I like that. And I'll play with the idea of, let's see, maybe having some water fall down into here, and then it could like sprinkle in this way. And then it looks like it's feeding this. Maybe I'll do that in between episodes, like off camera, because I don't know if that's going to really work out. Oops, where do we got to go? But this is something else that I know will work out, so we're going to work on this now. Let's go back in. Let's pause, edit the building, and we need some more waterfall scenery over here. I just want to add a couple falls, and I'll clean it up. But let's just let's get an idea of what it's going to look like. And then that will probably be the end of the of this episode. Well, we'll check on the staff too and make sure that they're still happy. Okay, so let's put that right there. Yes. That is exactly what I wanted, isn't it? Oh, okay, there we go. That's a little bit better. Interesting. Okay, so we want it to... Okay, a little bit more like... Oh, come on. A little bit more up and down. Okay. So it's got a little bit of a curvature to it. I kind of like that. Kind of like that. Okay, so we... you know, we're going to be able to get rid of all of these ones, I think. Okay, but we're going to, like, come out this way. Give it a little bit of a rotation. Give it a little bit of a rotation. And, you know, that's good. The whole thing doesn't have to be water. In fact, we can just go in here, not to the paths, but to the terrain. And we can just kind of, like, sample. Good. You kind of just pull it this way. Okay, so let's see what this looks like in here. Not too close. Little close right here, huh? A little bit. Okay. That was too much. Okay. That looks a little bit better. I don't think anybody could get their hands on this. Or their feet. Okay, so let's see. As they come around here. But we got to cover these up. We got to cover these up. Or we could just lift them up. But if we lift them up, it's going to be like too much, right? Let's see. Let's see what it looks like if we just raise them up. And then put them right there. You know, I'm kind of just happy with that. That's the easy way to do it. Okay. And we look like we got a lot of water coming off the side over there. So how do we make this look believable up here? How do we make it look believable from over there? One thing we could do. Okay, let's get out of that building. Let's go to this building. Okay, let's delete that. I got one there. And let's delete that one. Okay. And so let's see. What do we do? Okay, let's go into the terrain. We're going to terraform it from, like, this point of view. We're going to make it look good from over here. And then we'll go back in and incrementally fix it up, right? Okay. So what we want is we want this to kind of flatten out. So we need to pull this terrain up a little bit. Okay, we'll pull this up. So that we could imagine there's like a pool here. Right? Okay, good. And we probably need to push this one down just a little bit. And then pull it up like right in here, but with a small brush, high intensity. Yes, okay, good. So from here, they're going on the backside of the water. Let's see, they're coming through here. I want to pause it and see how close they are to the rocks. There's nobody on it. Why is there nobody on it? Is it broken down or something? Okay, that's pretty good, though. Let's see. I think I need to take the 3 of these. Where are they? I think I need to move them out a little bit. Okay. Because what I want is I want the water to all be falling on the other side here, so it doesn't look like the water should be coming back into the tunnel. Hope that made sense. Okay, so we do this. We're going to make like a little pool right up here. Okay. And it should be enough to create the full illusion. Okay, let's look at it from over here again. Yeah, okay, that looks good. So there'd be a little bit of water splashing back inside, but really nothing significant, okay? So now we come over here. We want to look at it from this angle. Okay, I think we can close this little gap right here. Okay. Let's go look at it from here. Okay, so now what we need is we need a pool down here, okay? We need something that looks like a pool. I don't know, maybe it'll even allow us to put water in here. I doubt it. Oh, we could put a little bit of water. That's terrible, though. That's not what I want at all. Okay, let's pause it. Oh, man, we're losing money again. Where's my building? Where's my building? Go over here. Okay, we want this. We want the splashdown. No, just stay like that. Okay. Okay, now we want to flatten these out. I want them to be flat. Okay, so about like that. Oh, man, this is a lot of scenery for this little bit that's going to be largely unseen. Okay, but I think I need one about right here. And I think we need one about there. 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 This one could be a little lower, maybe. And one out here. All right, let's see what we've made. Okay. Okay, and so all we got to do is like put a few rocks around it and whatnot. And it'll kind of look okay from over here, right? Yeah, so look at that. It looks like it's spilling out there. Deselect the building. Okay, it looks like it spills out the side. It feeds this little pool that's over here. And then somehow it's carved its way through. I think I'll leave these ones the way they are, at least for now. And I'll fiddle with this a little bit, like in between episodes, to get it kind of looking a little bit nicer. And I don't think I'm going to do anything up here because nobody can really see it. This is the viewpoint we have. And it's really from like here is the only time when you actually get to start to see it is like from over here. And from over here, most of it looks pretty good. Most of it looks pretty good. And so let's save the park again. I know we just did. Okay, we're going to go on the ride again in just a moment with these new features. We'll go on both of them, Hidden Temple and Kraken Voyage. Let's look at our staff wages. Let's look at our happiness. Ooh, Pirate Rail food. Did we lose someone from Pirate Rail food? I hope not. Did people quit while we were goofing off with that? Let's see. No, we didn't. But they're still kind of unhappy. Why are they unhappy? What's your problem? What is your problem? This job is beyond a joke. It's just not busy enough over there. It's not busy enough. What's broken down? Octopus. And where's Kraken Voyage? How is it only earning 1,000 per month? This thing should be raking in money. It should be raking in money. Let's see here. Okay, well, the next time it breaks down, we have to refurb it. We're going to have to really keep an eye on this, but it's hard when you're building and you're focusing on terrain and scenery, but you're not looking at the ride. Okay. Who's losing money? Monsieur Frites, that's Okay, that's over here. So it's just not bringing any money right now. What is going on? Why is no one like going on these things, going over here and ordering food from these things? What is the deal with them? They were not doing that bad not too long ago. Okay, let's go ahead. Well, we finally got people over here. It finally made some money. Okay, it finally made some money. This one's still a lost cause. Still a lost cause. So, you know, we're going to delete it. Okay, we got to go up, edit, delete it. Done. Done. Okay, you're fired. And there's another staff member that we can fire now. That was over here. Where are they at? We got to go find them. Staff. We're looking for Kraken Ride. Somebody Kraken Ride who's resting, I guess. Yeah, we need to get rid of one of them. Serving, resting at staff building, resting at staff building, resting at staff building. Okay, no, wait. Serving, resting, resting, resting. So any one of these three. Okay, you're fired. There we go. Two less cast members to feed at the end of the month. We'll go ahead. We'll keep this shop for now because they're making a little bit of money at the coffee over there, okay? So we'll keep that. What's the queue for this look like? It probably just opened up. Recent downtime. I don't have enough money. Should we lower the price? What's the prestige? Okay, you know what? Let's drop the price just a little bit. Because I think a lot of people are trying to go on it and they're getting turned away. I think they're getting turned away. Like, they look like they just got turned away. I don't have enough money to buy tickets. They got $4. Maybe if we put an ATM over here. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to build lockers. And they're going to be over here. And then the ATM is going to be connected to the lockers. So I'm not too worried about that just yet. We are going to have an ATM right by it. And let's see, what else can we do? Let's let it run a little bit. Let's look at our finances, and then we'll go on the rides, and we'll call that the end of this episode. So, still spending $9,200 every month. Shops and facilities. We're losing $13,000 every month on shops and facilities. Rides are only bringing in $3,000 a month. That's terrible. Terrible. Let's look at our notifications here. What are our hot button topics? Broken down, broken down. Kraken Voyage only broke down once and all that, huh? Let's look at the mechanics for Kraken Ride. How are they? They're okay. Let's look at all staff. Resting at staff building. You are also Pirate Rail food. Man, they're just a lost cause. Okay, we got a train that's... Actually, no, I want to find... Let's go on this thing. We'll wait a second. Let's wait until this train here pulls into the station, and let's see it load up with people. Let's watch it. I want to see how full are these cars. Okay, we're getting a full load. We're getting a full load. Okay, so we're gonna hang out in here for a second. I'm gonna have a sip of my coffee. Okay, so let's see here. This is a long episode. Took a while to get that little stuff done. And we're now down to $500,000 in the bank. Trying to see where the other car is. Okay, are we going to get a full load of people here? Was that a full load? Yeah, okay, we got a full load, so we're sending out full cars. We need more people in line. Okay, let's get on here. Let's change our train. Okay, here we go. Kraken Voyage, new and improved. And it's going to take a second before it leaves the station. still had the torch camera on. Okay, so we got a much slower climb up here. You know, help build the anticipation a little bit. Can't see anything behind us. I'm going to try to get a good view of the waterfalls as we go by, see what it looks like from the ride camera. Okay, so yeah, the waterfall's just coming into view there. Looks pretty good. Chain lift's cranking up speed. Now, it does go pretty fast through the helix, so you might not get a good view of the waterfall in there, but we'll see what it looks like. Yeah, see, you go by so fast you didn't even really see. But now you got this. That's a cool view. Yeah, that's cool. Now that is a big budget, thrilling adventure. And then, what's the queue look like? Yeah, see, it's still not full. Why are we just not getting... Maybe it's because the marketing campaign is done. Maybe I need to turn them back on. Oh, yeah, look, we've dropped down to 3,600 people in the park. I think we need that marketing campaign to get that queue more full. Let's look at our guests. We still have more family groups than anything else. And what are the guests? What are they saying about the park again, real quick? Let's guess thoughts. Disgusting litter, thirsty. Everything at Kraken Ride Balloons is too expensive, and the queue for monorail was full. Well, most of the thoughts are good, and I don't. All right, let's go in here to the balloons. We're gonna make a couple of the balloons. That's not balloons. This is balloons. We're going to make the green balloon. We'll make it 10, and we'll make the orange balloon 8. And we'll see if that gets a few more people shopping over there. Okay, we're going to go on this, and then that's going to be the end of the episode, because I want you guys to see what this looks like with the new changes. So we got a car right there. It's open. Okay, can we get to that car? I want to get to that car. Boop. Here we go. New and improved. So it slows down quite a bit up here. And then you get this nice big dive or drop right into 2 inversions. And if that doesn't disorient you, then you're probably 17. As a kid, I would have thought this is the coolest ride ever. Or as a teenager, as an adult, all I can think of is, man, my ears are going to get banged around on the headrest. Okay, that's going to be it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think. We got some cool additions done over here. We've got higher throughput on this ride, and it's not stalling anywhere anymore. The excitement's up. All we need now is to make sure that the queue is always full, and then we will have a ton of money coming in from this thing. And we need it. It really needs to earn a lot of money per month because, where's it at here? Potential monthly income, $5,500. We really need it to earn more money because some of the stuff over here is coming out of the budget we're expecting this thing to make. And like we're barely making a profit, barely. But by the end of the month, because something will break down, we won't be making a profit anymore. So anyways, we're almost there. We just need to get a few more shops and some good locations. Stockades broke down. Wear and tear is all the way at the bottom, so we'll do a refurbishment. We just need a few more shops and some good locations, and I think we'll be making money again. And maybe we'll play with the queue over here. So anyways, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. You have a good afternoon, and take care.